What's going on, everybody? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. Those who catch the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications when we do these live chats. You can take part right along with us. So, going to be a very busy week. This is probably my only opportunity to stream, so I want to get on and come chat with you guys. Tomorrow, got a lot going on. Can't do it. Wednesday, busiest day of the week. Literally, myself and the wife have appointments in the morning. I have an additional appointment in the afternoon. We got Mania Night 1 live stream on the Sports Desk Live with Dedrick. Thursday, Mania Night 2 on the Sports Desk Live with Dedrick. And then it's Wrestlemania weekend. I'm not streaming Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We got Hall of Fame and SmackDown Friday, Wrestlemania Night 1 Saturday, Wrestlemania Night 2 on Sunday. So, yeah, it's going to be the times we would normally stream. I got a lot going on. So, pretty much today was my one shot to handle, jumping on and doing some BSing with you guys and talking some fragrance and all the good stuff we normally talk about. So as far as what I'm wearing today, for those who didn't see this morning's video, Mini Spritz Persian Winds, very Oriental, Middle Eastern. He doesn't list rose, but I smell a little bit of rose. It's a smoky, slightly earthy accord. It's not heavy on the tobacco. They list the tobacco that supposedly was giving me the smoky accord. It's more smoky than anything else. Warm and ambery, like a sweet citrus, very robust fruit juice kind of smell at the top. That's some good stuff. I got 4 or 5 sprays around the neck. For those of you who didn't know, this is Sunny that owns Authenticity Perfumes. Decided to start another brand. These are $30. And parfums, glass bottle, all that good stuff. Just interesting. He decided to go this route. The boxes comes with everything, $30. Check them out at your own discretion. This one and Coconut Lux were my 2 favorites. Fresh Woods was a strong 3rd place finish, but check out that video from this morning. It's a longer video, but we covered all 5 fragrances on the website. We had 9.5, a 9, an 8.5, an 8, and a 7.5. And even the 7.5, it's just been done before because it's a woody aromatic lavender spice. It's really good. It's been done before. You probably have something similar to it. The rest are all, I haven't smelled anything like them. Well, Coconut Lux kind of reminds me a bit of like Fusion D'Essai Extreme. Not exactly the same, better quality and stronger for sure, but kind of that salty, warm wood coconut kind of thing going. He's on to something here. So Persian Winds, I wanted to wear that one pretty much immediately today. And then at some point this week, where is Coconut Lux? My beautiful love. Yes, the 9 out of 10. I will be wearing Coconut Lux probably second half of the week. Yeah. Doesn't remind me of any other coconut fragrance besides Fusion D'Essai Extreme, which not a lot of coconut fragrances smell like that. So let's get caught up in the chat. We got 82 people in the first 3 minutes. I appreciate that. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on the way in because it does help. Let's see who's doing what. Gian, good to see you, sir. Dior 2020, woody aromatic as woody aromatic gets, highly versatile. Aqua de Jo Absolute. It's becoming fabled at this point. It's more popular as a discontinued fragrance than it ever was when it was on the market. It's hilarious. It's amazing. Totally agree. You smell great, sir. Cosmic Pepper from Mancera. Great choice, Cody. Good to see you. Tommy Hilfiger by Tommy Kellen. Long time no see. Good to see you, sir. Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger, as he put it. But yeah. 90s classic, my favorite 90s fragrance, honestly. Scented Paradise 2025 Dior Parfum banger. Don't care what anybody says. Had an interview today. They said they'll follow up after Easter. I'll try to tune in, and if not, I'll catch the replay. Applied to 20 jobs and called all 20. Well, I'm rooting for you, sir. Hopefully things pick up rather quickly. Quest, good to see you, sir. Terre d'Hermès Eau Givrée, you, sir, smell like one of the best designer citrus fragrances in the marketplace, in my opinion. Good to see you, sir. Joel, always a pleasure. Room 1015. Wave Child. Just bought RDZ Parfums L. I'm not even going to try to. Yeah. Okay. Spanish Lime. Winpa Fruit. Flor de Maga. Did they just make words up? Not you, RDZ. They just like make stuff up. I've never heard of these words or seen these words typed before. I'm not saying they're not real words. I've just never seen them before, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce them. Puerto Rico's national flower. Okay, yeah, because I've never seen it before. Flor de Maga. Apparently, that's Puerto Rico's national flower. Not familiar at all. Creed Iralfa. Mr. West. Now we're talking, sir. That's a very classic citrus aromatic style from Creed. Very, just highly underrated from that brand. Like I said in your video, going to take a trip down to Leesburg and get all 5 mini spritz for 30 each. Shit, why not? In Ross Trust. I mean, it's for the cost of a relatively newer release Mancera from Discounters, which is always a little over $100. You can get the whole collection. I did mention in my video he should do samples or a discovery set, because even at $30, I'm sure people would want to sample first. But I mean, we blind buy every Tom, Dick, and Harry fragrance that the Middle Eastern companies put out for $30, don't we? So if you're interested, check them out. You know, I have no affiliate link like I do with Authenticity, you know, or anything like that. I don't earn a kickback or anything, but strong showing for a super affordable brand too. Really good with it. Saying hello to everybody. Jerry, good to see you, sir. Nishane's Wulong Cha. I know you meant Cha. Excellent citrus tea fragrance. Beautiful stuff. Really powerful. Basso's really good. You know who's a big fan of that? Tazo. Tazo's the reason I've tried it. When we did a decant swap, me, him, and Dedrick on the channel a while back, that was one of the ones he sent us. It's really good. Coach Blue, man, I haven't wore that in so long, Mr. M.A. Styles. OG Hawash, you can never go wrong there, huh, Dan? Mr. Caitlin, good to see you, sir. Slumberhouse Jackie, I'm assuming that's how you say that. Testing it out. Got a hold of the new Ice Cube style bottle, boozy, slight tobacco, smoky, vanilla, and amber. That sounds interesting. You have piqued my interest with that description, sir. Let them know, Joel. Let them know, sir. Gucci Pour Homme, too. Hell of a choice for a Throwback Monday. Yeah, I like it. Throwback Monday. I like that. Thursday just rhymes. That's why it's always been Throwback Thursday, but Throwback Monday. I like it. Comporta Fragrances, Senor Diaz. Sent to the evening, Stephanie Humbert Lucas, Black Gemstone. I like the name. I haven't tried that one. Familiar with the brand. I have not tried that one. Mr. Luis, always a pleasure. Actually feels like spring. It's been pretty spring dominant here. Creed Original Vetiver and frickin' Vibrato. That man came back for his title, King of the 1-2. Oh, man. Fucking brilliant. Excellent, excellent work, Luis. Original Vetiver and Vibrato. What a great spring in a bottle right there for those two. I mean, Vibrato, tropical fruity, can kind of, because it's the fruitiest of the Tigar style. You could technically say spring and summer, because it's got that tropical feel to it. But Original Vetiver, I mean, come on. Come on. The green bottle's very fitting. Great choice, man. Great choices. Miss Kara, YSL myself. Excellent choice. I'm assuming the EDP. Dylan Blue, you can never go wrong with that. Miss Saga, always a pleasure. Floris, Cherry Blossom. Never tried that one. The brand is fantastic, though. Miss Sony Wave, I was talking to the GM at Chipotle about that. He's planning on getting Miss Sony Parfum and Miss Sony Wave. We were having that conversation today, in fact. Montrese, always a pleasure, sir. Hope you're doing well. Donald, good to see you, sir. Rockin' Fougères Marine. Niche Tommy. Speaking of Kellen wearing Tommy, there's Niche Tommy. Good to see you, sir. Absolute Aventus. Hey, subtle flex, right? Subtle flex. Brioni Eclat. When summer rolls around, that's getting back in my rotation. It really shines when it's hot as hell outside. We've been hovering in the 70s. It's been in the 50s in the mornings, like some real spring weather here, like consistently spring weather. So, and I'm super seasonal and situational. So when the summer rolls around, I'll be strictly everything I deem best for summer and beachy tropical stuff, because we'll be going to the beach a lot. We ain't going to the beach right now. Y'all got TikTok and social media. People getting shot everywhere and shit. We ain't going to a fucking beach right now. Fuck spring break. That's the downside to living here. I know what it's like to be a local at a tourist spot. Fucking sucks for certain things. Summer, just a lot of people, but spring break, 20-year-olds that don't give a fuck and try to destroy everything and kill each other. Yay! Fan-fucking-tastic. It's awesome. I've been avoiding the beach like the fucking plague. Go Rollins. Oh, because I mentioned Mania. There's going to be a nice twist for that main event, I think, and I think it's going to be. There's a lot of speculation of Rollins and Paul Heyman leaving together. I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting night. The two main events are definitely the showpieces. Sean, good to see you, sir. SHL, Stephanie Humbert Lucas, 2022 Generation Ohm. Mr. Grim G has since. Good to see you, sir. Mind Games Blockade plus sampling Van Ecstasy. I haven't tried Van Ecstasy. I've tried a handful or so thanks to Kaylin from the brand. I ended up buying Sangria. That's the one I have a bottle of. Love Sangria. Strongly recommended if you haven't tried it, sir. Red wine, fruits, ripe. Just, it's amazing. I've never put it on the shelf. It always stays on the desk. I pull the cap and sniff it at least every couple of days. Love it. When summer rolls around, summer evenings, when we like to go eat by the beach, I'll be rocking that. But good to see you, sir. Great choice with basically mango pink pepper Aventus with Blockade. That's probably the easiest way to describe it. Sean, good to see you, sir. So far, so good. Sadrapoise and layered coconut lagoon with vibrant summer. I'll bet that works really well together. I mean, you see it sitting right there. That son of a bitch don't go on the shelf either. Man, I love that one. That's starting, the juice level starting to drop a bit on that one. I wear it, pretty much once a week in the 8 spray range. I spray more than I need because I'm shirtless when I'm spraying it. So I start spraying chest and collarbone and just start going all over the place. Intense Strapoise and Renaissance. There's a great 1-2 combo right there. Liam Blue, never tried that one. First time here. Well, welcome, sir. Speaking of not a first timer, but a once in a whiler, Matt Georgia Gent, good to see you, sir. I got Cena walking out with that title, and I think pretty much everybody does. And Cody's going to chase the rest of the year. I think Cena's got to do it. They built this story for Cena to take this title. I think it's a more interesting story with Cena. And look, Cena's the one advertised for Monday Night Raw after Mania, not Cody. So that's kind of, maybe that's a teaser. Maybe it's to throw people off smart marks, I don't know. But I think the story is going to be best suited with Cena walking out of Mania with that title. And it's going to look like Cody's going to retain because there's hints of, Stone Cold making an appearance and all that. Whatever. It's going to be a wild final match for the weekend. But I really believe John Cena's walking out with that title. I hope anyways, because there's a lot of steam to go in this short period of time. We get heel John Cena. And it's been fantastic so far, just with what's been said. The promos have been great. And then we got Friday. We got their final promo going into it. Tonight, we got Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Punk. And then Friday, they switched. We got Cena and Cody. So good to see you, sir. Narciso Rodriguez, Blue Noir Parfum. Beautiful spiced suede iris fragrance. Excellent choice. Randy, good to see you, my man. New Mugler. Amen. Stellar. I'm jealous. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well also. I'm finally going to be getting my nose on Strong With You Sandalwood. I ordered last week from Fragrance Buy. It kind of got delayed. It was supposed to come in today, looking like it's coming in tomorrow. The gentleman that won the Terre d'Hermes EDP Intense for the member giveaway, you got lucky. So, because that package is the only one that hasn't gone out yet, because I ended up buying fragrances too. So we got a haul coming. So got lucky. The vote was for a 50 ml. They were sold out of 50 ml, so I bought him 100 ml. So he's getting 100 ml of Terre d'Hermes EDP Intense. So yay him. I forgot who it was. My apologies if you're here, but that'll be going out Wednesday, finally, because I've been waiting on this. I bought the shit last week. Been waiting on it to come in. Can't even smell it. That is nose fatigue. That is nose fatigue. I promise the fragrance isn't weak like that. It's nose fatigue. Scrolling down. Scent of the day, Hugo Boss, the Scent Elixir. Excellent choice. Still the best one, and we didn't get one this year. Kind of surprised. Normally, the first quarter of the year, we get the scent flanker. We didn't get one this year. How's that atomizer, though? What, on these? See, this is where it benefits watching my videos, because you would have seen it get sprayed in my shorts scent of the day video or this morning's video, Kaylin. You're a member to the channel that doesn't like to watch the content. You only want to watch the live streams. It's kind of fucking weird, just saying. This was my favorite. This is hands down. That's why I'm wearing this one today. And yeah, I'm sticking by my guns. You're a channel member that only likes the live streams. It's fucking weird. I still love you, though. Because you had 2 pieces of content today to see those things get sprayed. And you're like, how's it sprayed? What's the atomizer like? I don't watch your shit. Fuck your content. I'm just here for the live stream. Just kidding. I got to pick on you, Kaylin. Hope you're doing well today, my guy. Laird Percival and Dylan Blue. I bet they would work well together. shower gel, smoky citrus, aquatic. And then you got minty, fruity, spicy woods, thick vanilla. Bet it does work together. Not the layering type, but that does sound interesting. I'd like to smell it on you, not on me, because I just like to just spray one thing and roll with it, man. You know. Good to see you, sir. 1 Million Royal and Mancera Midnight Gold on my arm later in the day. Midnight Gold is so good. If you like fresh rose fragrances, that's a good one. Good to see you, sir. Sin of the day, Polo 67 EDP. Wife's a big fan of that one. She actually likes it more than the EDT. I was surprised. Don, good to see you, sir. Another 13. Beautiful Ambroxan fragrance. Good to see you, sir. So I bought them a week before. They're getting authenticated at GOAT. I wasn't wasting my time with being disappointed like all my friends in the sneaker community did. I warned them. I said, just pay a little more now, because after they launch, they're going to be more. They're going to be more than they are before. And that's what the fuck happened. Shout outs to KC, Soulful Sensei, who made a post of his bitterness for missing. I fucking told you. I fucking told you, man. I bought the Bright Cactus Jumpman Jacks. And then right after I did, they doubled. They're almost $800 in my size. I bought them for right over $300. They come out in a little over a week. I think the 25th. The new Travis Scotts. I saw them for a little over $300 in my size from GOAT. I said, now is the time. Now is the fucking time. And I did it. And boy, when I looked this morning, 787 in all the sizes in my range. More than double. No. I've never paid that for a pair of shoes. I don't plan on it. Yeah, they ain't that serious. 300 range is kind of like the end of the road for me. Just like with fragrance, that's kind of the end of the road with me for sneakers too. Very rare where I pay 400. That was a special case. Those in the Chicago Shadow Union LA ones were a special case. I paid 400 for the bricks and for the Chicago Shadows because I knew I was going to have to if I wanted them. And they actually went up. They've gone up. I bought those before release. And they went a little bit below what I paid right when they were released, and then they went up. So, shit. All right. Good move. Sometimes it pays to get them early. If it's going to be a quick sellout and limited release, that price is going to shoot up fast. Yeah. But back to what you were saying. Yeah, I bought with the Kobe's for $302. $180 retail sneaker. Right? They got down to like $290. The day they launched yesterday in the morning, I was watching. I always watch when the releases hit just to see if I'm going to be kicking myself. They got down to like $250, $260 in my size. I was like, I'm still okay with it because I think they're going to go up. Later that afternoon, already right back to what I paid. I think this afternoon they went up again. They might be right around what I paid, but they're just going to continue to go up with the Kobe's. Let me look real quick. Just GOAT apps right here on the main page of my phone. It's the first thing you see when you open GOAT. In my size, they're a few bucks less. They're $278 currently. So they're a few bucks less than what I paid. But over the next several days, that will go. It'll start climbing the ladder. So I'm good with it. As long as it don't go down 50, 60 bucks, that's when I start kicking myself like, shit. Should have waited, but certain shoes, it's like if you wait, you won't get them because they'll get way out of what you're willing to spend. Anyways, I know a lot of you don't care about the sneaker talk, but he asked about with the Kobe's. Never tried that one. Super compliment getter. Working at the hospital today. Sounds like a friendly fragrance though, if you're wearing it at the hospital. Rayon Insurrection 2 Emperor. That's one of the few that I don't have from them. Sillage. Club de Nuit Sillage. That's a good one. Dolce & Gabbana Italian Love. Grapefruit up. Yeah, you get just as much bergamot in that one versus Forever. Forever's even more grapefruit. Like they're very redundant to each other. I get a little bit more patchouli out of Italian Love. Like I feel like Italian Love's a deeper fragrance, whereas Forever's like all grapefruit and a little bit of aquatic. But yeah, they're pretty redundant to one another. They're both really good though. If you like one, you'll like the other. Zara Soul. Never tried that one. Good to see you, sir. But always good over here. That's good to hear, my man. That's good to hear. Watch Sense is in the house. Oh, shit, that's who said that. My apologies, Watch Sense. I didn't look at the name. I was just reading the comment. And Torino 24, Mango Bubblegum arriving tomorrow, and all those frags. Yeah, that was, Randy had a crazy trade he did recently. He sent me. Wild. I don't trade. I just buy shit I want. People ask me all the time, do you sell this? Do you sell? No. I'm known as a hoarder in both the communities. That gets said to me in comments all the time. Those of you that are on TikTok, if you've been seeing the God forbid I have a hobby trend going around, yeah, that's kind of what it is. God forbid I have a fucking hobby or two. That's the two main ones, sneakers and fragrance. That's my sneaker channel today. Jesus Christ, you got a lot of cologne because it's over my shoulder. But that's all they see is what's right here. They don't see everything back there and then the stuff that's off camera over here. All the stuff ready. What's in the closet over there? Yeah. Cypress Grapevine. My man Kix Griffey. Club de Nuit Intense X-Ray. Kix Griffey approved. FWO Wolfpack for Life. Yak Mob. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Joel's got an exotic taste when it comes to the names. The profiles aren't necessarily exotic, but the names and shit and what's in them is usually sometime exotic. Seraphine Blue and French Defense. Ooh. Luis, somebody giving you a run for your money with the 1-2 combo right there. Damn. Hell yeah. Borussia. That's a great one. Great choice. Great choice. Cajun Elixir, my guy. City Rhythm 8641. Never tried that one. Never tried. I know that's the newest one from Niles. Never tried that one. He doesn't do 125 ml. He's got 120 ml. But yeah, it'll come back. It'll come back around. He's keeping certain bottles to the side for certain things, so it's probably not getting restocked anytime. He's got other releases coming that's more important than doing another round of something that he just had. So he's going to Italy. He's flying tonight. I was on the phone with him a while ago. He's flying out to Italy tonight. He's got a meeting tomorrow. Then he's coming back. So he's just going to Italy for one day. But yeah, it'll come back around. If you're thinking like, will it be back in a month? No. It might not be back till like summer, end of summer. It's going to be a little bit because he's got more bottles coming in from his glass maker. And they make glass for everybody, so he's got to wait. I don't know when the timeline is, but it's not right now. So he's got like portion what bottles he does have for this release, for our releases, so different stuff. DJ Sense, good to see you, sir. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well also. Speaking of Signature Stream. Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. That was the one. That, Nautica, back before it was called Nautica Classic, and Polo Green. That was my big three. I used to wear Polo to school dances. I used to wear Tommy pretty much daily, and Nautica Classic at a certain point. I'd go back and forth between that and Tommy. Good to see you, sir. Lodissi Solar Lavender. Been a little while since I've worn that one. Released from last year. And then Prada Low. My favorite Prada fragrance. Excellent choice. Deacon Chris, good to see you, sir. Virgin Island Water layered with Coconut Lagoon. Pina Colada and Skittles. It really brings the candy, sugary citrus smell out of Coconut Lagoon when you put it with Virgin Island Water. You really get to see that they're not the same fragrance when you put them together because there's very different elements that come to life when you put them together, right? I don't layer, but boy, I sure layer that. And where's it at? I think it's in the back notes right here. Okay, so this is Sphinx Beard. Got to shake it up. Caribbean Island. This is before Sphinx fragrances ever existed. They were doing shaving and beard products, inspired stuff. And this is Virgin Island Water. Creamy pina colada, sugar lime, yellow floral, rum. The green, yellow, and orange Skittle, because it's green, yellow, and orange citrus with sugar. The caramel in here smells like freaking sugar, and then you got some vanilla and a candied coconut, artificial coconut, almond joy. Think coconut you find in candy that has coconut. That's the kind of coconut you get here. This is creamy like mixed drink. This is pina colada. This is candy. Put them together and you get, in my opinion, the greatest aroma I've ever smelled. Fucking greatest thing I've ever smelled. Ever. But yeah. When I run out of this, I'm going to buy more. When I run out of this, I'm going to buy more. When I run out of them at the same time, I'm going to buy more. That good. I swear by it. It's in every weekly rotation video for 2 months or so, 3 months now. It's pretty much what I shave with. Love it. It is pretty nice, Joe. Really running with the whole Matrix theme. I did notice that. 1 million Elixir. Good to see you, sir. Star Walker Extreme. I couldn't tell you the last time I wore that. Why EDP? Never go wrong with that. Polo Original. I like that you didn't call it Polo Green. I call it Polo Green because that's how everybody will know what I'm talking about. But it's just Ralph Lauren Polo. That's its actual name. They took on the nickname because that's what it got nicknamed. So Ralph Lauren actually calls it that. Same thing with Boss Bottled. It's Boss number 6. The nickname got so popular that they just renamed the shit to Boss Bottled. Same exact thing. A nickname got that popular. I love that you called it Original Polo because that's what it is. It's just Polo. Guerlain Homme EDP. Great choice. No, haven't tried any of the Balmain fragrances. Profondo EDP, so all the Profondos are good. Lights, Parfum, the original version. The EDP is a little bit fresher. The original is an EDP, but the new Eau de Parfum version is a little bit fresher, I find. Bleu de Chanel EDP, and a timeless classic. My man Novice knows. Acqua di Parma Mandarino di Sicilia. I have not tried it. I'm sure it's very orange-based. I've had a few people request that when I talked about Acqua di Parma the other day. It was like, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I need to get it. I need to just buy it. That's one I'd just buy. In fact, let's see if they have it in stock. Mandarino di Sicilia. They do. They sure do. 100 ml. How much is the 180? 100 ml is plenty. I'll buy that after. Might do another little fragrance haul. I'll buy that after. Because I've had a decent amount of requests. I'm glad you brought it up, Novice. Don't tell me what you think about it. now that I'm just going to go ahead and buy it because I haven't heard any opinions, don't tell me anything. I know me and you like the orange heavy fragrances. We've established that. So if you like it, I'm probably going to like it. So don't tell me shit. I'm just going to buy it. Fuck it. Sometimes I do that. I'll just buy it. Fuck it. Gritty. 1968. Sloma Shop for $79. That's a great price, though. It is a banger. That has not gone up on the shelf because my gritty fragrances go right up there. The 2 rows right there, those 2 bottles side by side, and they go back. It's 2 rows of gritty fragrances. This one hasn't gone up yet because I haven't worn it yet. Perfect excuse to wear it, right? Scent of the Day shorts video coming tomorrow. Why not? I don't have anything picked for right now. I've just been winging it. If I don't have anything I'm specifically testing for a review, I've just been winging it with my choices for Scent of the Day. I'm off Milestone. We got another Club de Nuit flanker rolling through the chat. Acqua di Gio Parfum. Excellent choice. Oh, my damn. Here we go. Sir, Javier Chavez. You're my hero in the chat today with your Scent of the Day choice because I just don't see enough people mention Sauvage Parfum. It warms my heart to hear this because I love Sauvage Parfum. It's my favorite. If I had to throw away the rest of them and keep one, I'd keep that one. I love it so much. I feel like it's the happy medium of every fragrance in the line. You still get a little of the Ambroxan from the first 2, the EDT and the EDP. You get a little bit of smokiness that you don't really get in any of the other ones. You get some sweetness, some spice. It's a little resinous and ambery, a little hit of like some orangey type of citrus. Like I said, I like the orange. It's not quite as over-the-top spicy as the Elixir. It's just as much fougere as Eau Forte, I find. The LME adds this coniferous green element more so than the rest of them with Eau Forte, but I like the Sauvage line. I agree the EDT and the EDP are basic fragrances. Like I saw Buck, Triple B, I saw he did a thing about it being basic yesterday, but on Instagram. But I love Sauvage, and I really love Sauvage Parfum. That's the one. And it's also the one I got a big 200 ml bottle, which in today's climate is crazy to think, because I paid $139 from Fragrance Net years ago for that 200 ml. And it's been like $200 to get a 200 ml from discounters for like 3-4 years now. It's not new. Like, how much is it right now on here? If they have a 200 ml, even in, they don't have anything in stock. So says $234 right here. I don't know if that's actually the price, but see if it'll show me the price. No, it doesn't, because the 60 ml is $92. They're showing the smallest bottle sizes price. I tried. I love it. I'm so glad. Mr. Dan Spanos, great to see you, sir. Hope you and the family doing well. I hope you are doing well, sir. I know you've been having a little bit of troubles here lately. Just know that you're in my prayers, my man. I know we haven't spoken. I've been seeing what's going on as far as what's been posted, and definitely in my prayers, my guy. Great to see you. Dan is a long-standing, generous fragrance community member. For those who didn't know, I had mentioned I would love to get Bulgari Man Black Orient years ago. Dan hits me up, hey, I got this bottle just collecting dust. You want me to send it your way? It was discontinued and a couple $100 to buy on eBay at that point. Sent it my way. Back when I was in, like my first year in Colorado. I lived in Colorado for like 3 years. They got a lot more use in Colorado because it was cold 6 months out the year. It would snow for like 3 or 4 months. Very warm, spicy, woody fragrance. Black Orient. So good. But shout outs to my man, Dan Spanos. Great to see you, my man. I hope you were doing well. Spending time with the three I have from Vertus. What a great brand. I know you meant Coconut Lagoon. So I'm going to have to skip down. I know I'm super behind. Some damage this weekend. Bought a limited bottle of Ex Nihilio Speed Legend Night Drive. Ormond Jane Aruba. I've heard good things about that one. Fragrance Dubois and Producer Michael. Serious work. Yakmas, you spent some cheese this weekend. All right. I feel you. I've been Ross sneaker hunting. So I did that Ross sneaker haul video on the other channel. I got another one. Yesterday we were in the Panama City side. Stopped over there. Got some LeBrons. Got some Air Max DNs. Those of you who watch my sneaker channel, you know I like the Air Max DNs. Got that seafoam green color in the women's section. Had them in my size. A couple of pairs of Vans. Like, got some shit. Got them Bread 11 lows coming in tomorrow. What the Kobe's should be here, I think Thursday, and then hopefully by Monday I'll have those new Travis Scotts, the Bright Cactus Jumpman Jacks. So, yeah, been grabbing some fragrances, been grabbing some sneakers. Tis the season. What can I say? Tis the season, and man, they ain't letting up on. They ain't taking their foot off our necks for us sneakerheads with these releases. Cobalt EDP doesn't last. You sure it doesn't last? You sure it's not nose fatigue? Because that one's a culprit for it. I've had a lot of people tell me it's weak on them, and I get really good performance, and then sometimes I can't smell it. It's hit or miss with my nose wearing out to it, but we all experience it at different levels to every fragrance. So it sounds like you might be getting a good bit of it. I would test the waters when you're like 5 or 6 hours in and you can't smell it. Don't refresh. Do it when you're going to be around a bunch of people and just see. Just get some feedback. Ask somebody you don't mind asking, can you still smell my fragrance? You don't want to do it to some stranger and it be awkward and shit, but you know what I mean? In the right situation, just to test the theory. Or you tell me to go fuck myself, whatever. But love the channel and I appreciate that. Any faves after a good workout in the gym for a nice scent afterwards? Everything I wear is after the gym. I don't wear anything in the gym anymore. I stopped doing that a long time ago. It asks all the time, what was the gym scent of the day when I post something? And I don't even answer anymore. So I'm tired of saying I stopped doing that. And I get tired of being a broken record. So I just don't bother answering that. Because as long as I have deodorant on and I'm not stinky, my hygiene's good. My focus is the furthest thing from my focus at the gym is what fragrance I'm wearing, honestly, at this point. Now, after the fact, that's when my scent of the day comes in, after the fact. So literally everything that's your taste, specifically after the gym. I mean, I don't know what you go to the gym at night and you're winding down 2 or 3 hours later to go to bed. Do you go to the gym before work in the morning? Do you go midday for lunch? I mean, I don't know. Depends on what your day looks like and your taste. I don't do generic answers. I don't like to do generic answers. Too many people do the cookie cutter shit. I try to stay as far away from cookie cutter as I can. Eros Energy, beautiful stuff. Love the name Fruit Snacks too, because I can't have any fruit snacks, and I would love to. I was jonesing for a snack and had two spoonfuls of peanut butter before we went live. And I eat the Smucker's Creamy, which is real peanut butter, to where a scoop, if it's not leveled off, it just runs off. It's real peanut butter. It ain't Jif and Reese's and shit where you can do a scoop and it be this big on the spoon. That ain't real peanut butter. That's seed oils and all kinds of shit. It's not just peanuts. The real peanut butter is just oily, crushed peanuts. It dries your mouth out when trying to eat it. Yeah. I had 2 level spoons of that, which is technically 1 full serving. So if you're tracking, it's actually ideal because you get a tablespoon. You're going to get an actual tablespoon if you don't have it just dripping the hell off. So, but Eros Energy is a great, great fragrance. I'm going to get that in the rotation more this summer. I think it's even better for the summer than it is for the spring. Rafe, good to see you, sir. Just got home. We're waiting in my mailbox. Haven't opened them yet. Faces of Francis. Wilhelm Parfumerie. That was my favorite niche release. Was it 2023? Yeah, it was 2023 when that came out. That was my favorite niche release that year. Hell yeah. Pavarotti EDT. Wow, throwing it back. All right. I have time to watch videos. This is my lunchtime, so I'm free to watch the live stream. I had to give you a hard time. I'm that fucking far behind. Holy shit. I'll buy them eventually. I might buy them in this haul. What the hell? See how much they're going for. 43. It's a tea fragrance. Okay. Because I haven't even looked at them yet. Is the other one out of stock? It went to Gary's Den. I didn't click Gary's Den. Okay, you see it's highlighted, right? Okay, here we go. Is it a women's fragrance? Essence of the Other World. Fuck it, we're going to buy them. And I might as well. I need to get to 5 and get free shipping anyway, so I don't have to use my points on a free shipping code. What else I got? What else you got that I won't? Might as well get some more Armaf Odyssey fragrances. I got 2 of the Odyssey fragrances coming. And the new Fragrance World, not Trillium, Imperium O Intense, the Elysium O Intense clone. That's part of the haul. Those are part of the haul too. I've been getting a lot of requests for the Armaf Odyssey fragrances for a while now. So it's like, fuck, I need to buy these. I get asked enough to where, and they got the whole Joe Milano collection. But I don't know. I'll do some more shopping after. That's not what this stream is. We're not going shopping right now. But I'm gonna buy some more shit after. It was a no-go, and the women's is a banger. So it is a women's fragrance. I mean, we're gonna find out. Frais Blanc and Obsidian 1 Lows. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So the reason I didn't buy the Obsidian 1 Lows, I have the dark powder blue low G's, and they're too redundant. Like instead of Obsidian blue, it's black. And the powder blue and university blues, well, legend blue, are very similar. Like they're very, very similar, super redundant shoe. That's why I didn't go after them. What's up, B? Cedrat Boise, great choice. So, guys, I see you, Bishop. I apologize. I'm so far behind that I really should skip ahead so we can get a bit more current. There is less than 100 bottles left. Saturday, he had right under 150. When we talked earlier, he had under 100. I forgot what the number was. He said less than 100. And I don't remember him giving me an exact number. But they're almost gone. Yep, they're almost gone. I had the old gray bottle before it changed to yellow. Sure did. Well, the bluish gray. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That cylinder style bottle with the little loop around atomizer cap deal. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Before they reformulated the yellow. Yeah, I never had the yellow. I had the original one. I used to wear a lot of Nautica competition clothes, the sub brand. When Tommy Jeans was a sub brand, the Tommy Hilfiger. That was a thing. So I want to get Scandal Intense. I think about getting those from News Parfums. It was Scandal Intense, and I forgot what else. Oh, L'Odyssée Eau de Parfum. I have those two in my cart with News Parfums to order them from overseas. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I need to do that. Yeah, phenomenal combo. I need to get the new light blue as well. I need to see if they have it, actually. Ever heard of Precious Liquid? Richard Herpen's brand. Oud Symphony, I've tried. Salt and Pepper, I've tried. Oud Royale or Oud Royal. Justin had me try these when we were in Chicago one time when we were doing our blind smell and rate videos we like to do. Speaking of Sauvage EDT, came out with the last two Vertus fragrances from Max. Speaking of Max Aroma, they reached out today. I was shocked after all these years. They finally fucking reached out to me. They collaborate with every Tom, Dick, and Harry with a channel with at least like 1,000 fucking subscribers. I was shocked. It's like, I'll be damned. I exist in Max Aroma now. They reached out about the House of Destan, and I've been hearing some good shit from Justin and a few other people. So I was like, fuck it. They want me to check them out. So I was like, sure. I'm open to it. Waiting to hear back. So I'd like to check them out. They offered. I'm interested. Fuck it. Let's check them out. Acqua di Parma. Buongiorno. Is that how you say it? Blue EDT just a rebot. See, that's what the write-up on iFragrance literally says it's pretty much just a rebottling to be more current with the newer style bottles they're starting to use. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I'll get it because I mean I have a 2/3 left of a 40 ml of the old formula. I'll get the new one eventually. When it gets to discounters, I'll get the new one. No rush to get it. So I apologize. I'm gonna skip down. We're in Uden. Excellent choice, Dan. Ooh, Black Gold, great choice. You're a man of culture. I sincerely hope you have it. So we're scrolling down. Again, my apologies. Has a little bit of sweetness. I picked it up. Yeah, Aqua Essenziale Blue. It's the Tonka bean. Aqua Essenziale Blue, easily. No other option here that I'm going to throw out. If you don't have that one, that's the one. It's very balanced. You got to like a little powdery, though. The Tonka bean does make it a little powdery, but that's where your sweetness is coming from, too. In my opinion, the best blue fragrance out there. Now, I would put it number 2 as far as designer blues behind Bleu de Chanel Parfum, but both the Parfums of Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel, that's the ones for me. So, skipping on down. My apologies, guys. My apologies. Well, yeah, that's niche bracket for me. I keep them separate. Middle Eastern's its own bracket. Designer's its own bracket. Niche is its own bracket. Indie can kind of blend between the niche and its own bracket. It depends. Shipping's been ridiculous everywhere, and the post office has been worse than FedEx lately. That's what I will say. NPC, local guy here in PA that we know competes as well in Lombardy. I don't know what in Lombardy means, but yeah, NPC. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get great performance. I get every bit of at least 8 hours in longevity. It's pretty strong for like 2 hours when my nose doesn't fade. When I have the good days with Cobalt, I get like 2 hours of good projection. Got the heart taken care of, but I wasn't going to put your business out there too much because I didn't know if you wanted it shared on the live stream. I have faith it will happen. Really getting sick of dialysis, though. I bet. Yeah, his health has not been the best, guys. Here from the horse's mouth. I wasn't going to put his business out there too much because it's his personal Facebook page, and I don't know if it's privated or not. It's only friends can see that because we've been friends on Facebook for years, But yeah, it's good to see you back, man. Getting a bit more active in the community and everything. For those of you who didn't know, he used to be super, super active in the community, and I mean, life dictates other things coming up and health situations and such, but definitely got you in my prayers, my man. Fear 3s. I didn't get those. They came out 3 years ago? That was one of my style. No worries. Fragrance project and last like Lattafa Neighbors, but it leans feminine. I don't know what you mean, Corey. I might have missed the part 1 of this comment. Golf ball sized hail. Shit. Put the power back on. Arabian tobacco. Sorry. Golf ball sized hail. That sucks. I never tried it. I cannot weigh in, unfortunately. I haven't tried it. They're showing the working conditions. Tennessee and Florida warehouses is terrible. One extra amount of insurance in my last box. Damn. That's an interesting question because I 100% wouldn't do that in real life at all. I like variety too much. I would never want an entire clone collection. You're missing out on so much. Like, is perfume even your hobby if all you want is clones? You know what I mean? Like, you're never going to experience true artistry, just rip-offs. You know, that's what clones are. They're ripping off art. They just are. It's reality. A lot of them I like, but that's why some people hate clones, because it's ripping off the original artist. You know, I get it. Um, I can answer it hypothetically, but in reality, I wouldn't do it. I would not do that. I have no desire to do it. I wouldn't want all designers. I also wouldn't want all niche. I like the diversity and variety of perfume. That's why I can appreciate a $10 or $15 fragrance just as much as $1,000 fragrance. You know, but I also categorize them differently. Not all 9 out of 10s are created equally when I rate them. Not all 7.5s are the same because they have their own brackets. So. And see, Dumont was one I was kind of thinking. That's actually the name I was kind of thinking. The reason being because their quality is really good. Everything performs. Some of their stuff are hybrids more so than clones, where it's like elements of this fragrance and this fragrance put together. Even the ones that are like, oh, this is a clone, they still have their little twist. They're not all of their fragrances that smell really like a certain fragrance are straight up that fragrance. They kind of have their nuance to kind of make it its own thing at the same time. I'm kind of thinking Dumont as well. I'm with Kara. She kind of took the main answer I was thinking. So me and her are on the same wavelength right here, because you do get a lot for your money with Dumont. And I think Dumont's the way to go. I think I'd rather them over Paris Corner and Lattafa and Fragrance World and Armaf, and which there's stuff I love from all of them, especially like Paris Corner. I'm a big Paris Corner guy these days. But yeah, gun to my head, I probably have to go Dumont here, because that's what would appease my taste if I was to hypothetically just want fragrances from one brand that's a kind of clone brand. It'd be them, because then I get nitro red and tints. Hell yeah. And the Barouge line, all of them, and then Tressador Celestia. Just, they got some bangers. They got some serious bangers. They really do. Frag Lovers Tea is Gucci Pour On too. That's fair. That is fair. Caron Tabac Exquise. Super good stuff. I've never looked into that one. I'm familiar with the brand. I've never looked into that one specifically. Love the shopping streams. They're pretty fun. We'll have to do another one soon. This wasn't planned. That's why I'm like, that's not what we're going to do right now, because it wasn't planned to be a shopping stream. I was just like, Novice knows. I've been asked about, let me put that in the cart. I'm going to buy this after. And then y'all brought up the new FOMO fragrances. Shit, I'm buying something anyway. Might as well get those too, you know. Apex meets Isola Blue. Well, I'll be damned. Well, all right then. I don't know if they're going to send it to me. One way or another, I'm going to get a sample and try it. I'm not just going to blind buy it. It's too expensive to just blind buy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're planning on sending it to me or not. I don't ask. I don't reach out and ask. Sometimes I don't talk to them for a year, and then all of a sudden I get some PR. So I don't know. It may or may not show up at some point. I'll get an email if so. But if nothing else, I would definitely want to try it. So I'm going to get a decant. I'm going to wait a little bit just to see, and I'll get a decant if not. Cheese fries and ketchup. Ooh, really? With ketchup? Cheese fries or fries and ketchup for me. Not all of it. I know. Shame on me. I'm kind of like, I bought so many at full retail from the brands that I'm kind of wanting to just catch them at a discount for 20 or 30 bucks less. Like, I'm wanting Fragrance Buy to catch it. That's what I've been waiting for. Like, I'd love Fragrance Buy to get it, so I can buy it for 100 bucks. That's really why I haven't bought it yet, because I've bought so much. The first 2 or 3 months of the year, I bought so many designers at full retail from the brands that it's like, Jean-Paul Gaultier, I bought a few from. Carolina Herrera, I bought a few from. I bought Dior Parfum at full retail, and I even said if it gets to 120, that's the sweet spot. And it's been in the 1 teens not long after. Like I would have loved to save $60, 60, $65 and got it for that. So it's like, sure, I get some views. I get a little bit of return on the investment when I buy them early like that. But still at my core, it's like, I know if I wait a little bit, I could save some money here, and I need to get back to that because I buy so much shit on a regular basis, especially between the two product review channels. It's like I need to bargain a bit more, especially when it's stuff I know is going to show up at places like Fragrance Spots. Like I just need to be a little patient, you know. Hence why I'm waiting on Fig Me Up from Mancera and stuff like that. Like I bought Cinque Terre from overseas, but it's like I'm not doing every one of them like that. I don't want to know what you think, Randy. I've avoided everybody's fucking opinions. Don't you go spoiling it for me right now because I'm going to believe you. Don't you fucking say nothing. I've successfully avoided all of it right now. You know what? I'm going to try these first two. And if I like what I smell, let me tell you which ones I bought. I got Mega and Tyrant are the two that I bought. And then those Paco Rabannes that almost look like a Capri Sun bag, those bottles, they had some of those. So I bought Strong Me and Genius Me. And I got Fragrance Road Imperium Intense, that 100 ml of Terre d'Hermes EDP Intense for the giveaway winner, and then that 100 ml of Strong With You Sandalwood. So I bought all that. Spent tax and shit like right under 400. I spent 382 US. So, and I'm probably gonna spend another fucking $300 here in a minute, I'm sure. Usually what happens when I go shopping there, anywhere from $300 to $600. Depends on what I buy. I've heard great stuff. Enter the Fragrance, shout outs to him, Justin. Like that's some of the first impressions videos I've seen that have come up, and it's usually like short form content that I'll see it, and intrigues me. So it's like, I'd like to try them at some point. And I knew they were a Max Aroma brand, and then they happened to, I had an email when I was doing cardio, my post-workout cardio this afternoon. So I had 35 minutes to spare, so I typed out a reply. I was like, yeah, I've heard good things. I would definitely be interested in checking them out. Great choice. See, I don't know what they're going to send. Are they going to send everything? Are they going to send one or two? I have no clue. I'm waiting on a reply. I just responded that I'd be interested as long as you're okay with my own natural flow. And the usual stuff that I tell you guys, my automatic replies to people like, you're going to understand, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want, or don't send it. That's why I don't give a P.O. box or an address up front and agree to no. Let me make sure you understand what you're asking for by reaching out to me and being interested in having your shit featured on my channel. This is what you're asking for. Let's be clear with one another. So there's no delusions or misconceptions or unrealistic expectations. Here's the reality of working with me and what it's going to be. How's that sound? Here's what it is. Because 99% of the time, they don't sit through a live stream or sit through a 20-minute, list video and hear the F-bombs and some of the wild shit I say sometimes. So I want to make sure they understand what they're getting into. I'm very, very transparent and open and blunt, very blunt, very, very blunt in my emails. I think I'm blunt on camera. I'm really fucking, but imagine not being able to see my face and the intent and everything and just reading words. Everybody takes my comment replies terribly. Imagine a 3-paragraph email. A thought out email with here's what we're gonna do, and this is not negotiable. This is what we're gonna do. You sure? So, and most of the time, very rarely, is it a no? It's usually sure. That's what we want. Honesty's the best policy. Okay, remember you said that. Remember you said that shit. Creed Royal Mayfair. That's a great wedding scent. Great choice. Sleepy John, we got 2 in the chat wearing Cosmic Pepper. Great choice. Member crew checking in. Where I noticed you signed up like 3 days ago. I saw you were one of the newest members because on YouTube Studio it shows new members, and I saw you were on there. We appreciate you, sir. Naxos, beautiful sweet honey tobacco. One more gold being available. Hope y'all were able to snag them if you need. Birds of Paradise be on Frag by next week. Yeah, that's all good stuff too. Lamal Lovers is beautiful. Randy's a huge fan of that one. And Valentino Uomo, Born in Roma, the Gold. Underrated stuff right there. I'm a big fan of that one. And Birds of Paradise, tropical without being traditionally tropical. Not the original. Wait, yes. I have Neon. I'm tripping. Yes, I have it. Again, no. No, I do not have any information on it. I haven't smelled an original to it. Everybody just thinks if you make fragrance reviews that you've smelled fucking everything. You're on the inside and the up and up on any and all information from any and every brand. No fault of your own to think that, but that's like a thing. Like they think all of us know everything. People watching think we just, not everybody thinks that, but some people, such as this gentleman or sir or ma'am, not sure, F. Torre could be, I don't know, just assume we know. It ain't like that. I don't know. I'm not saying no one else does. I sure as shit don't know. Afternoon Splash is great. I'm a huge fan of powdery scents. I've heard good things about 67 EDP, though. It's good. Mauricio, good to see you. I'm doing well. I hope you're well also. I would recommend one way or the other if I knew what it smelled like. So I can't recommend one way or the other. See, everybody just assumes we've tried everything. We know everything. I get comments daily like this. Like, would you recommend it? Well, no, I haven't tried it. You know, not hating on Sauvage Parfum, just don't wear it much like I used to because I'm into other stuff. Yeah, that shit happens. You fall out of love, you move on. Except the elixir, that's fair. Coconut Lux is definitely my favorite. Salty medium. So yeah, it's salty. It's got like this salty, sun-kissed skin kind of thing going on, right? Like not freshly put on sunscreen, like 2 hours later. Been sweating out on the beach kind of thing with the salt water, the little sea breeze going. Yeah. Desert Treasure. Yeah, chocolatey. Very good. I smell the yeah, he doesn't list it. I smell a rosy accord in it as well. And he doesn't list rose. I think he intentionally leaves some notes out in the write-ups. I do. What's going on, Josh? Good to see you, sir. Raspberry Electrique by His Parfums. ASAP, it's awesome. He'll love it. Bleu de Chanel Parfum, but Sauvage Parfum caught my wife's attention. I guess that's all that matters. That is all that matters. Eric, good to see you, sir. Listening from the truck. Well, we sure appreciate you, sir. Also hit the rack stores yesterday for cleats. Oh, you're going to find them all over the place. They got all kinds of cool looking Nikes and stuff. Check Burlington for cleats too. Mike Trout's, all kinds of shit, man. Burlington's the spot for the cleats, I find. You'll see them at Ross too. But got the Bryce Harpers from Under Armour. See, as I'm saying, there was a time when fragrance at the rack stores was it. Lately, it's been shoes. Crazy too. Bronze, KDs, foams, the Penny P foams, Jordan 2s, 6s. I'm a Monier 4s recently, huge size, but still wild. Just, yeah, crazy shit in the shoe world has been showing up at the rack stores. It's more for sneakerheads at the rack stores right now. It's crazy. Dunks galore. Every dunk you can imagine. Stuff you wouldn't think would be at a rack store for sneakers. It's like, how is that at a rack store? It was great to see you as well, sir. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Thank you for stopping in, Dan. Thanks for giving everybody the update. Like I said, I didn't want to put your business out there. That was, I leave the really personal shit like that up to the person. So thank you for sharing with everybody. And it was great to see you, man. Oh, that sucks. And see, I didn't have that issue with any of them. I'm sure that's a possibility to happen to. I mean, clearly it happened to you. Oh, Mercedes-Benz Cologne, hands down. Hands down. Sunset Swim's good, but I prefer Norstad Quattro from Paris Corner over Sunset Swim. I actually did a versus video on the two. Sunset Swim, tongue twister. Sunset Swim is really good. It's more of the peel of the orange. Quattro's fresher, but Mercedes-Benz Cologne, I pulled the cap and smelled that yesterday. Oddly enough, it's right there. That's it right there. Yeah, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oud Aquiliere. Screwed that up. Aquilara? Yeah, no, I definitely, I wouldn't want all of one thing, period. Like I said, I wouldn't want all niche. I wouldn't want all designer either. I like the variety and the diversity. What was it like? Bentley emblem on a Chrysler 300. That's not, I won't argue with you on that, Duncan. That's fair. Like I said, the people that hate the clones, I get it. I understand. Now, I do find some charm in stuff that has a twist. It's the carbon copy stuff that it's like, I'd rather have the original because it's not going to be the same experience. But it's when they have a twist, like Club de Nuit Lionheart, where it's loads of peppermint. It hardly smells like Le Male Elixir because it's so much peppermint in the top that you don't get any of in Le Male Elixir. Just things like that I enjoy. But those that are just look at the ripping off of the artistry, I understand the argument. The reason I even started exploring them more is because I had so many requests, and you have to cater to your audience and what they want, and I'm overly critical sometimes on some of the clones where I go on tangents in the clone videos sometimes, where I'll go to it, I'm recommending it, but then I'll contradict it a little bit and be like, but I'm telling you, if you want the real experience, this ain't the real experience. You're going to need to get Blue Talisman or whatever it's similar to. So I get where you come from, Duncan. You won't hear an argument from me, man. I get both sides of it because I like to bargain shop, but I also love the artistry of perfumery at the same time. So I get both sides of it. I fall right in the middle of it. I can criticize both ways, but obviously more criticism to cloning than original artwork. But the argument from the clone side, the people that swear by it, that want to build collections on it, is it's too expensive. It doesn't, this one doesn't perform enough for the money, because a lot of people tie dollar amount to performance instead of dollar amount to olfactive experience, because that's the art, is the olfactive experience. The performance is going to be what it is, so that drives me crazy when the dollar amount gets tied to how long it lasts. You're missing the boat, Can it be replaced by any Middle Easterns? Completely replaced? No. A bunch of stuff that's almost Armaf Club de Nuit Precious. Pretty good representation of it. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there, but I mean, if you want Absolute Ventus, you got to go Absolute Ventus, if you want the real deal experience. It goes right into what I was literally just talking about with Duncan. All right, scrolling down. Prodigy, but that's one of the few I haven't tried. The development is very lovely. That's one of the few from the brand I haven't tried. I don't care what's what, as long as it smells good, be it niche, clone design, and that's basically with me. If it gives me all the feels, like I like to say when I smell it, I'm in. Whether it's a $10 fragrance or a $1,000 fragrance. If I get all the feels and I get happy about it and I get excited to articulate what I'm smelling, I don't give a shit what it costs. I don't care about what the quality is. Obviously, I prefer a higher quality, but there's synthetic stuff, chemically synthetic smelling stuff that I rave about, because the wafts that I'll get out in the air are magic, where it might smell really cheap up close, but just letting it come to me is beautiful. So it all depends. I've heard that. So that doesn't surprise me. You're not the first person to tell me that. I just hadn't had it confirmed or anything, because I don't ever reach out or nothing like that. So I wouldn't be surprised. They did get bought out, so the new parent company might not believe in the PR. So because they got bought out like a year and a half ago, something like that. They sold the company. It's like to me, I got 2 weeks till I go back home. Time off wearing YEDP. Hell yeah. Triumph Elixir. Planning on getting the regular Elixir. Do you find? No, they're not redundant. You'll smell the resins and the incense in Triumph Elixir from the original Elixir, but the original Elixir is better. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, get both. For sure. The violet leaf changes a lot. Is real violet leaf dominant in Triumph Elixir. It changes the profile a lot. It freshens it up a bit. Believe it or not, that's the fresher one, because you haven't tried the original yet. But yeah, totally worth having both. I think so. It's the way I've described it, because I did a review on it years ago. Picture Invictus Aqua 2018. Now, instead of the violet, replace it with lavender. So instead of a powdered violet accord, you got a soapy lavender. That's the difference. You swap those things out, and that's it. Everything else is Invictus Aqua 2018 in it. That to me is the best, not really closest, but the best affordable option to get close to what the wearing experience is like with Invictus Aqua 2018, which for years was my number one in my collection. Now it's kind of my number two because I wear Seraphine Blue way more. So words of wisdom started this hobby, been a huge inspiration. I appreciate that. The words of wisdom are, you came in a time when it's flooded, because every single person that likes fragrance feels like they need to make content now. So you have to keep that in mind. It is much more difficult to stand out and grow these days. I came in a batch where it was a changing of the guard was going on at the time, as well as more of an influx of personality versus just cookie cutter technicality. More personalities were coming into the space. Baskin Robbins moved into town and I don't just mean me specifically, but I mean around that time, Baskin Robbins was showing up, where Cuba wasn't the only fun personality anymore. Everybody else, vanilla, fucking missionary, sex with a t-shirt and underwear on kind of guys. Not everybody else, a few though, a few. So point being, so you've had the personalities, the relatability, the sex sells ladies have been around for a while. You've had a lot of that. So it's more difficult to stand out in a opinionated review space, because that's what it is you're taking a product that is an art form based around your opinion. How do you interpret it? Here's the facts of what they put in it that they tell you are in it. How do you interpret it? What's it smell like to you? You give your opinion. And that's where nobody's wrong, nobody's right. It's just how you interpret it. So mixing your own style into it with your own level of authenticity, really bringing who DJ Sense is into the content, is going to be your best option. Now, exposure is not going to be completely up to you. You can only do so much to optimize your videos. What's got to happen is you got to find some kind of momentum some way to get YouTube to even help you, to get your thumbnail in front of more people. Is what it comes down to. Because at the end of the day, whatever they see, they got to want to click. They got to want to press it. If it's on a smartphone, they want to touch it with their finger. If they're on a computer, they're going to click it with their mouse. So the advice I used to give has changed a little bit, because it's a very flooded space. And with multiple platforms now, TikTok's kind of got its own thing going. Instagram's kind of got its own thing going. Facebook, it's basically Reddit, fucking wasteland. And then YouTube has always been YouTube. It's very specific. This is the main area for long form content. Even though you can do long form content on the others, this is the main space for it. So that's really the best advice, is bring your authentic self to the forefront as best you can. And it's really, I hate to say, a point where you got to hope for some help from the algorithms to put you in front of more people, to get you more opportunity. Because when you do get some people, you got to be able to keep them. They got to want to come back. Like, I got people that have been watching me for a long time that have still never subscribed. They told me, I've been watching you for 2 years. You finally earned my subscription. I had a comment like that the other day, and I was like, I'll be damned. 2 fucking years. I've been on your algorithm. You like me. Clearly. And you just now, it took some random whatever in this video to you like, you know what? It's time. Subscribe. Hey, I'll take it. But this shit happens. So I know it's very long-winded and maybe not the most helpful answer, but it's a very genuine answer on the situation. So just do your best all the time and let your passion bleed through in everything you do. Because if you don't seem like you're enjoying what you're talking about, everybody's going to know. You're going to be wearing it. They're looking at you. They can see the inflection. So just enjoy the shit. Don't set any expectations on money, free shit, any of this stuff. Whatever comes of it, comes of it. Just enjoy it. Let any form of success be a byproduct of just your love for what you're doing. Let your passion just bleed out of your fucking pores on camera. You know, that's the best answer. I've always given that answer, and part of it. That's always been part of the answer because I think it's the most important thing. So, and don't expect anyone to help you because nobody fucking helped me. At one point, everybody turned on me because they thought it wasn't real because I was a chubby random white guy. And they're like, well, that can't be real. How's it working for him? Yeah. Not the same guy visually anymore. And yeah, had to prove people wrong. And there's still people that don't believe it, and that's fine. But the one thing that's always been consistent is the fucking passion for this shit, because I genuinely love this shit. So that's why I make sure to say, let your passion for this just bleed out of your pores. Let everybody know just how much you fucking love this shit. And if you don't love it like that, you're wasting your fucking time making content. That's the real answer. So, because people want to see the passion. People want to feel that what you're saying you really mean. They can believe you, they can rock with you, and they can come back to you for your thoughts. So, long-winded answer. Kind of looped around a few ways, but we got to the finish line. I hope that helps in some way, DJ. All right, now I definitely got to skip down. Fry Things at Pittsburgh amusement park thing. That's where Adventureland was filmed. Okay, I did not know that. I'll never know. The wife still hasn't opened it, but I'm not eating it. Because even after my shows, I got an 8-week reverse diet so I don't get fat, to not put any fat on, to bounce back after when my body readjusts. Don't tell me. So I got to skip down. I have to. Oh, that's easy. Trey Oros from Day 3 Fragrances. I think so. It's that good. Pineapple, cinnamon, plantains, and honey. All right. I did get that email the other day. Yeah. The racing edition. Polo Red Racing Edition. The third Polo Red EDT they sent me in the past 6 months. LOL. Like, what the fuck? Welcome to my world. They send you random PR, and it's like I got wanted. The most wanted again the other day. That was one of the spins on it was a Valentine's Day PR package. They just random shit. I pass them along to the members most of the time. Decant Chico Terra and finally getting open. Decant Drive. I can't wait to. Oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. I hope you like it. I was the first review on YouTube in North America. I don't know if it was worldwide, but yeah, it's gonna be a banger for summer, and that's all I'll say. There's more. 1,000. Dude, over 2,000. 1,000. Fuck's wrong. You must be new. I did a collection video almost 2 years ago, and it was over 1,400. Almost 2 years ago. Yeah, man. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. No, he welcomes it. Yeah, George welcomes it. He's been asked this before and on live streams too. No, he welcomes it. Your rewards are there to use. Absolutely. Porthole is more focus. Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. I love the bottle in the box, though, for Passion Island, which Randy has coming. See, there's Kaylin's able to help out. I appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't tried it. So let me scroll on down. Yeah, with shoes, really. Marshall's usually is, but Raw Stress for Less, when you say how, like, because it's been like the last week or two, like it's all over social media. People posting to check them. When's the last time you went? It was fucking crazy, dude. It was fucking crazy. I've never seen no shit like that in my life. The one literally right here. The first one, the one I did the video on 2 days ago on the sneaker channel. I haven't done the video from Sunday, which was a different Ross. It didn't have the stock that this one had, but they still had a bunch of shit. They had a bunch of wild shit. How long ago are we talking? Because if you haven't been in like the last, I would say 10 days, you might want to check again. I appreciate that. Speaking of which, what's your favorite cannabis scent? Really, none of them. I don't like smelling like weed. I stopped smoking weed a long time ago. Like even in Colorado, I tried to, and I was like, I just don't enjoy it anymore. It was perfectly legal. It just doesn't interest me. Yeah, I don't want to smell like that. My goat purchase is confirmed. Well, that's nice. Must be for the Travis Scotts. Really? Kind of surprised to hear that. Keeping it real. It's one of those clone companies. I have to pay them to say a script word. No, that's not true. I work with some of the clone companies, and they don't. Well, not the companies, like stores. Like Aroma Concepts is a store. They're not Paris Corner, but they send me Paris Corner stuff. You know what I mean? So, and Gulf Orchid and brands like that, Collage. Script word for word. So I've never done a script. I never will do a fucking script. I'll tell them go fuck themselves. I've done that before. Go fuck yourself. I've literally put that in an email. You can go fuck yourself was the exact words I put. Yeah, I'm sure they get surprised by that, but I don't care. Fuck you, you know. Not you, Michael. They're like when it comes up with the script stuff, I won't do that shit. That's bullshit. That's ridiculous. If you want an opportunity to be on this channel in front of you guys, you heard me say it earlier. It's going to be my way, or we are not doing it, because I don't need a free fragrance. I don't need a couple extra bucks. My soul's not. I'm not John Cena. I'm not selling my soul to The Rock. You know, I don't do that shit. My integrity and you guys' trust is way too fucking important to me. For a little quick one-off, a little quick couple of bucks, no. Do I make some money on this channel? Sure. I've been doing it full time since September 2020. But I don't do a damn thing that sacrifices my integrity. Contrary to any peer bullshit, troll bullshit, I don't give a fuck what any of them think. My reality is my reality. And I keep it real with you guys. I always have. The only thing we won't discuss on this channel is what I actually make, dollar amounts. I won't do that. But yeah, I make a living here. This is what I do full time. It has been for fucking almost 5 years straight now. I've been full time. And I only work with brands that understand that it's going to be the way you guys see it, the way you guys respect. We're going to keep it that way. Because at the end of the day, fuck every store, fuck every brand, fuck every free bottle. I'd rather have you guys. That's the God's honest. I'd rather have y'all 10 out of 10 times, 100 out of 10 times. There's no longevity in the quick buck. There is no longevity in a quick buck in anything, especially something like this. Fools will play with that fire. And I'll still be here when those fools aren't around anymore. Fools play with that fucking fire. So, but I appreciate the kind words, man. You have a good one, my man. So I saw it online. I didn't see any penny PEs, but I've seen 3 different people find the penny PEs, which I already have. But the white ones that came out last year, the penny PEs, I already have those. My man Tazo, what's going on, big dog? Your ears must be burning. I mentioned you earlier when Suspiro Basso came up. It was good right out the box for me, but yeah, I mean, just continues to get better and better over time, for sure. Playboy Tazo in the chat. Yeah, he is. My King's Bed and Queen's Bed. I haven't heard of them yet. I'm out the loop, I guess. I have to look into them. You have guests now. Jordan, what's up, my man? The Nigerian giant Omas. Good to see you, sir. Still wear Polo Club Blaze. Hey, I still use that aftershave. It's been a little bit because I've been on the Coconut Lagoon and a Caribbean Island kick, but yeah, it's actually pretty good. And instead of spraying the fragrance, I'll just spray Spice Bomb because it's like I hardly ever use Spice Bomb. I might as well use it. End of the day, Inicio's Musk Therapy. Those good. Was that Gazelles you showed on your IG earlier? Manchester United. Them bitches were fresh. But them fuckers are this big though. He's 7'4". For those of you that didn't know, his shoe size is a little bit bigger than mine. You know, it's fucking like a size 15 or 16 or 17 or some shit. But those are fresh, man. Those are fresh. Did you see that post I sent you like 2 days ago when some wrestling outlet had a picture of him? Confirmed he'll be during WrestleMania weekend for some signing, whatever. I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, boy, any little thing. Last seen since this and was wrestling at Pro Wrestling Noah with the tag team championships. That was hilarious. So about time I see some random news pop up from my guy. Good to see you, Jordan. Appreciate that, my man. Grab your crystal ball. Look into 2026. Take a guess as the next big trend in fragrances. We've had designers releasing ooze, the Electra trend. Well, we kind of had a mango trend going for a while now. That's tough. That's a tough one because mango was a pretty good hit trend for a while. I think we're going to go more into dates because you see it trickling more and more. Fragrances starting to use dates as this sweet fruity accord more and more. Like it's not a new thing, but I feel like they've been doing it more and more. I think that might be the next trend. The dates heavy fragrances as the main sweet note. So we went through a stretch of Divana being the main sweet note for about a year recently, like 2023. I think dates is going to be the next like sweet note trend. Could be wrong though. Some of them are. I mean, they never really went anywhere though. Yes and no, but there's always new fragrances coming out. So you got to remember that. So certain topics get revamped when something's worthy of replacing something else. No doubt. I appreciate it. I'm pretty confident it was what I said with the brands and everything about they can go fuck themselves. I don't do scripts. Yeah. You guys are too important for that bullshit. You know, it's just not worth it. It's just not. My Bijan donut bottle sees you. Bijan donut bottle. Bijan donut. I'm not familiar with that. I'm assuming a specific donut. Princess Jasmine. Oh, all right. That didn't understand at all. I still don't completely get it, but I haven't had that happen. I wonder if anybody else can weigh in. A new Koros flanker. I don't know about all that. Appreciate that, my guy. Being a wonderful motivational speaker one day. I appreciate that, Saga. He has said that many times. I do appreciate the credit. Look, I would say Juan's up there too. He likes to take the credit as the hardest working man. I don't argue with him. You know, Juan, because Juan, it's not just content. He's constantly making decants. That man's got his decant business, and he stays up late. Plus, he's got a full-time job. Juan. Now, I do more content, you know, overall, but he still does a shitload of content, and so I like to kind of share that title with Juan. Because, like, anytime he says it or he'll have it, like, on his live stream, hardest working man in Fracom, I don't argue it. I've even said it in his live chat. Like, I'll take number 2. It's all good. You know, I love Juan. So, but I appreciate that, Duncan. Thank you, man. Good to see you, sir. Mephisto, my favorite from Zerzov. I prefer it to Silver Mountain Water. I haven't checked them out. I know it's maybe not necessarily the answer you were looking for, but it was the real answer. You know, because it's a weird time to come in now because it's very flooded. Because I mean that shit. Like, we're at a point to where a lot of people, I'm not going to say all, but a lot of people, if they really like fragrance, they're like, I should start making videos. So it floods everything. My only hope for everybody that feels that way is that they don't set some unrealistic expectation because it's harder than ever to grow. It's harder than ever to get started with momentum. Because that's what it comes down to. Once you start building momentum can increase and slow down. You go through peaks and valleys. I'm at a peak right now. I'm about to 2 million views for the first time this month. I'm doing like 66,000 views a day right now. I haven't done that average. I've done it a few times. You know what I mean? I've done 90,000 in a day many times, but never consistently to hold to make the peak go up the way it's been going. So peaks and valleys, you know. It's just harder to get that going now. But look at Dedrick. Look at Tazo. Juan's about to hit 10K too. He was almost there the other night when I was in his live stream. He was like 160 away. I'm sure he had found a little niche with some shorts that are going viral for him. You got to find that thing that's going to work for you and do more of it. Mix in the things that work with the things you're passionate about. Because you got to do some stuff that's going to work for you too. You got to give viewers what they want. Otherwise, you won't get viewers. They won't come back, you know? So, but Tazo's been growing. Dedric's going to be, he's scratching down the door of 30,000. You know, he's scratching at 30K. There's still growth to be had. And there's still a piece of the pie for people to carve out for themselves. You know, the pie is getting bigger, fortunately, because the pieces, people wanting a piece are so much more abundant. But fortunately, the pie is getting bigger as time goes on. This space is still kind of in its infancy stage. It's just so many content creators. Like, we got to a point to where the space was growing faster than the amount of content creators come in, to where now we got a faster growing amount of content creators than the space is growing. It kind of shifted a little bit, but it's still, both are growing. They just kind of shifted paces a little bit. So, but hey man, I wish you nothing but success. I really do. Seriously. That's a good price, dude. I love French Defense. It's so good. Appreciate you, sir. You've been a member before, I believe. I think that's more of a renewal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a better fragrance. Ex-Vetiver is a more simplistic fragrance. Very easy to wear, super easy to understand. It's a no-brainer, don't think about it, dumb reach kind of thing. Vetiver Sensual is a deeper fragrance. It's got more depth to it. It's a slightly more interesting fragrance. It's more nuanced, I guess would be the best way to put it. Yeah, they're metal. I mean, I thought they were glass. They're metal? Because all I did was that, and I was like, it's not plastic, and it sounds like it could be either. I guess if I would unscrew the atomizer, I could see. Ooh, wow, look at all that glue and Teflon. They are metal. They are aluminum. I'll be damned. So that must have came off on you since you had one leak, because they actually had like thread saver, thread protector, like lock seal kind of thing going on the threads. Mindy and Misty Mystique is not actually a thing, though we had a good laugh about that. But second half of the year at some point. Again, everybody will know when it's officially announced. All the teases are over. I told y'all that like 2 months ago. All the teases are over. Information is no longer available, because all that's left is names, stories, profiles, what it smells like, what's the packaging look like, when's it coming out, how much it costs, all the things that you will know when it's time to set a pre-sale. So until then, and I'm glad you're eager for it. I want you to buy it. Trust me. I want you to buy it because I know you're going to like it. I promise you, people are going to love this fragrance. But it's lock and key at this point. All the teases are pretty much over, which is 100% more than we've done in the past. We normally don't say shit till, hey guys, we got a new fragrance coming out. Pre-sale starts here. But I'm glad you're excited about it. Trust me, I want everybody to be excited about it. We can only go so far with information, you know. I never really got down with it. I used to have a decant. It never appeased my taste buds to the point to where I was like, I need a bottle. Okay, yeah, so because it's been a flood in the last 2 weeks. You'd be surprised, dude. You'd be surprised. Like, let me just show you this real quick. Just to pan across it real quick from my haul video from, I think it was Friday. Watch this shit. So, what's this? This is a bin full. I bought those LeBrons, by the way. Those LeBron 21s. But look at that shit. You saw that when I panned across the wall? Yeah, I bought those. And these Nike weightlifting shoes, I wore those today. I did legs in those today. But watch, I'm about to pan the wall again. Never seen it that stockpiled in my life, to where they had an overflowing bin. John Morant's, different model KD 16s and 17s, and different LeBrons, just all kinds of wild shit. But watch this when I pan the wall again. Look at that. End to end. End to fucking end, dude. Yeah. That's just one. The other one wasn't stockpiled as much, but still had a bunch of crazy shit. I bought some of those LeBron Next Generations in a South Beach colorway. I bought some Air Max DNs in a Seafoam colorway at the other Ross yesterday. Bought a couple pairs of Vans because I like the high top Vans. Just a lot. I was surprised, dude. Very surprised. That wasn't too, but you live further south than I do. So, because currently it's 71 where I'm at. It's 6:30. I'm Central Time in the Panhandle. Yeah, it's a great price. Cannabis Dolce is a nice one. It's sweet and green without being skunky or musky. Appreciate it, sir. I don't think there's really much under 50 that's not mass appealing, honestly. Under 50 that's mass appealing, Missoni Wave. Smells like a L'Oreal Sport. Aquatic, a little sweet, citric. Yeah, I would say that. Appreciate you, sir. Okay, some Burberry Weekend, man. I used to have a 30 ml. I finished that bottle, before I moved to Texas, back when I was still living in Louisiana. Back in 2016, I finished that bottle. It's been a long time. What's up, Lions Pride? Hachibat. Can't go wrong there. A true Chypre. Much more than a Ventus. Yeah, you get fruity up top, but it is an oak moss bomb. I've heard it's the same fragrance. I haven't tried it. No, I stopped supporting them when they tried to give me a script. And I told them to go fuck themselves. This was years ago, too. I don't fuck with Cremo anymore. The moment they tried to send me a contract with talking points on things they wanted me to say, I told them to go fuck themselves. I remember the rep's name and everything. Her name was Sarah. Yep. Nope. Stopped working. That was the moment I stopped supporting Cremo. Okay. Ken, my man. Alphanon Tarathi Blue, great choice. Celerio Oros, great Aventus clone. Maybe so. Might be a fig trend again. We went through a fig trend before. Yeah, which I was late to the game too, but it's my own fault because I wanted to do a sneaker channel long before I ever did a fragrance channel. I've been wanting to do a sneaker channel since 2013, 2014. I was just too nervous to get on camera back then. Ended up starting the fragrance channel first. And I mean, it's growing. I'm about to hit 7,000 subscribers on that channel. Doing a little over 100,000 views a month. It's not doing anything crazy. Nothing different stratosphere from what this channel does, but I still love doing it though. Just like if the roles were reversed, I'd still love doing this one because it's my two favorite things, sneakers and fragrance. So I appreciate that, DJ. Thank you, man. Are you eligible for any of the giveaways? Did you sign up for one of the tiers? Elite members, appreciate you nonetheless. You can come hang with us and see what the giveaways are all about. We do some cool shit. So you'll be able to join the member streams. I'm about to shut this down a little bit. Where it's top, best, greatest, all-time 10, and epic, the key to Fragcom. Hey, sometimes you got to do that shit. I have to do that shit. Now, my shorts videos predominantly, especially these days, are just what I'm wearing for the day. I'll do a scent of the day shorts at 3 o'clock every day. That's pretty much what I do now. I haven't done a list in a while, a top 3 or a top 5 of any kind in a while. Now, admittedly, that is the shorts videos with hundreds of thousands of views. What works, you know what I mean? But yeah, most of my shorts videos are my scent of the day for a long time now. That's pretty much just what I do. Watch. Let's watch this. So this is the recent stuff, and you'll see, in the thousands and all that stuff. And you got 11, 19, 12, good little starting point, 10, 10. You have the occasional one that'll do 30. Here's 18, 15, 25. You get it. 22, 12, 19. You have a little stretch of them, 19, 38, 12, 15. You get the point. Now, when I shift it to popular, top 5 Lattafa, about to hit 300,000. Top 5 most accurate cheap clones, almost 250,000. 5 best Baccarat. Now, these are old videos, too. These are older videos. 200,000 on some Baccarat Rouge clones. 3 best Armaf Club de Nuits. That's old. I was in Colorado for that. Almost 200,000. 179. Top 3. Rasasi, this is when Ice came out. Look at that fat face. That's when Hawass Ice came out. But you see, that's the ones that do the most views. And then when it comes to live streams. But I tell you, the live streams with Justin, this one's about to hit 400,000. That stream that we did, how many, 68 niche fragrances across 6 brands. Average watch time's like 56 minutes too. It gets crazy watch time. It's a 2-hour stream and it's almost 50. It's like 42% average audience retention. That's such a moneymaker, that live stream replay. But yeah, stuff like that. Random still builds. Me, EQ, and George, over 250,000 views. That's got like 40 minutes average watch time or something like that. Me and Justin, 143,000. Me and Justin, this is live stream replays, guys. These are multiple hour streams. So you never know, but it all depends on the topic. It's very topic based type of stuff for content. But catering back to Duncan's point, that shit does work. Some people will only do content like that, and they have bigger channels than me. That's 100% catering to the shallow audience member, the shallow viewer that thinks fragrance gets some pussy and really drops panties. And there's way more of them than there are of us, guys. There's way more of them. I don't capture a ton of those viewers. And it's not just the women that capture those. You know, there's guys that do that content too. But that's the kind of shit that gets searched or gets hot on trends and algorithms and the shorts player and stuff like that. List is a good word. Yeah. And look, I do a little bit of everything. You know that. You watch the channel. I do a little bit of everything. I do the passion projects. I do the stuff people want to see. I do stuff to criticize. I do a little bit of everything because I just have fun with it. I love doing this shit. No, I haven't done any of those. Not so much. I've seen some of his content, but I didn't watch a lot of it. So I'm a small channel. I don't know what that is. My apologies. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Horticulturist? I'm not familiar. My apologies on the ignorance. I'm not familiar. I trade always at plastic for plants and flowers and fragrances without punches. Okay, yeah, my apologies. I'm not familiar with the trade. Right? I've never seen that before. That's right around the corner. In 10 minutes, I can be at the front door of that Ross, walking. That's how close that Ross is to me. It's crazy. Light blue under 50. Slurry Oros is the truth. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. The quality is really good. Yeah, but it's been around for so long. And I get that, and that's fair. That's a fair, well-reasoned argument on why, you know, but it's a very flooded space, so it's just harder to stand out, you know. I appreciate that. I'm glad it's worked out for you. Plantain could be, because Trey Oros is a banger. That's, I think, the best release that I've tried so far this year. 1,400 or so subs since last year. I'm having fun with it, and that's what matters. Started doing lives too. Yeah, you have. He did start doing some lives recently. Yeah, Hawas Ice is great. I still think it's the best Hawas for my taste, anyways. I was nervous my first time. Just record. You don't have to post nothing. Keep that in mind. Just record. If you don't like it, don't post it. That's the advice. Just sit down, get over it, press record, look at that motherfucker, and start talking. You're never going to like your first video when you look back. You'll never like it. Mine's terrible, in my opinion. My first video is awful. No microphone, terrible lighting on an iPhone 7 Plus. But the potential was there for this to be something, you know. And I look back at it, it's nothing like my content now, but that's just what it is. That's the advice. Just record something. You don't have to post anything. You're right by Nike. Oh, the factory stores are great over there for you. And the employee stores, man, those were, yeah, I can imagine. Enjoying compliments are fine, but not the end all be all. I agree completely. Wear it for you. You got to enjoy what you're wearing. That's funny. I do watch some of his content from time to time, but I don't necessarily think me and him would completely get along to where I would just enjoy sitting there doing a video with him. I don't know. I don't have anything against him. I'm subscribed to him, and I watch his content here and there. He curses and all that shit. So I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't know. I'm not a science-based lifter. That's the thing. So, okay, thank you. Study of plants and flowers. Without plants and flowers, there's no fragrances. Okay, noted. Well, thank you for explaining that to me, because I was completely aloof and did not know, and just realized I have not been sipping on this since room temperature. For those of you wondering, no ghost today. I have some. The Welch's Grape. Frozen Bomb Sickle C4. Needed a little pick-me-up. I was groggy, had a long nap. And I got to have my power naps before these streams. I'm dog-ass tired after I train. Especially leg day with 35 minutes on the Stairmaster after. God, legs are shot. You never know if you don't try. That is very, very true. Zadig and Voltaire, I'm assuming this is him. So he hated my first video. I love experiencing new fragrances. Also reviewing them. Nose gets better every day. That's exactly right. I've smelled thousands and thousands of fragrances at this point. I own multiple thousands, but I've smelled many thousand more. And that's how you get seasoned. Just got to try more and more stuff, and you start understanding the way certain things get together to create certain accords, because you've experienced it so many times and you'll notice, oh, this is this perfumer's style. This is kind of like their signature, because I notice it's in this and this and this of their work, and it's kind of their go-to. And it's great. It's the fucking best. That's the goat of the energy drinks, in my opinion. Kajal Om 3. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, yeah, I was nice and fat. And look, I was lifting, but I still had a lot of body fat on me. Like, I've been bodybuilding consistently for about 4 years now. I didn't really start cutting a lot of fat off until 2023. And then I decided to compete at the end of 2023 and started cutting for a show January of 2024. And then now we're going into, I'm 39 days out from the first of 2 shows for this go round. And then I'm taking off till 2027. I'm going to spend a lot more time to grow. This is him. I assumed. Just start doing it. Did 3 shorts so far. About 500 views. It's a growing process. Ross is an inspiration to me and many others. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much for I appreciate all the kind words, guys. It's flattering to know I can inspire anybody, because I say it all the time, I'm far from cookie cutter with my peers. You know, I'm very much an individual in this space. My personality makes me stand out, and it's a bit hard for some. Not everybody can relate, and you know how it is when you can't relate to something, they lash out against it. So, but the overwhelming majority has been very positive. And then, like, when I'll have rough days, I got to commend you guys. And some of you are hearing this for the first time, and some of you aren't even the ones that have reached out with this stuff. Sometimes I'll get these heartfelt comments, these heartfelt emails, these DMs that are just like, really make me like a pat on the back. And it's always, I'm not going to get real religious on you guys, but God works in mysterious ways. It's always after. Sometimes it's a little much with some of the shit I deal with on the internet, and I'll get a flood of like some really, really, really hateful stuff. And it's like, sometimes it's like, it'll get you down a little bit. It's like, fuck it, when is this going to be enough? You know? And then I'll get a couple of just super positive things within 24 hours of that happening. And it's just amazing the way that works out. It says I get perspective on what really matters and what's really going on by the overwhelming positive majority versus the overwhelming minority that's loud. You know, the very minuscule minority versus the just massive amount of my, positivity that's actually in my life when it comes to you guys. So thank you guys for that. Anybody that's ever said any kind words right on back to me, such as this, I appreciate that. I genuinely do. It really makes my day every time I see something like this. Some days I need to hear it. I didn't necessarily need to hear it today, but it's always nice. So thank you for that, sir. Most days are great days. You know, a bad day for me. There's people that would kill to have my bad days. And I understand the perspective of that. I'm very blessed. God's been very good to me. I live a life that I'm proud and joyful to live and excited to live every day. So I appreciate you guys so much. Used to hate Violet, then Bentley from In Black entered my life. Now it's my Aqua Sins Alley Blue on my channel. Dylan Blue's granddaddy. Okay. Murica Pop is good. I mean, most of the ghosts are good, man. It's probably the best brand. It's good that it's widely available. You can get them at Walmart, all the gas stations, all over the place. They're so easy to get, and they're so good. What? Exactly. New to the channel, I must say I love this channel. Keep up the good work. And your shoe channel, too. Wes, I appreciate that, my man. Thank you. So tomorrow's video, because I wanted to make sure to wear them first, because it was heavily requested for me to get some React Rejuvenates. I bought the light or wood ones. On leg days, I change into, I'll do hamstrings first, then I change into my lifting shoes. So I went to the gym. I wore these all morning, started my leg workout with them, and then did cardio on the Stairmaster with them after I've been having them on all day. I get the height. The 23rd, they're restocking some new colors. I'm getting more. They're $70 a piece. So for those of you on the sneaker channel, we're doing the React X Rejuvenate tomorrow. So I wanted to wear them first. It wasn't going to be a let's look around. I wanted to talk about what wearing these son of a bitches all day is like, and even actually working out in them. Because they're a recovery shoe, right? So it's like post heavy leg lifting and doing some, you know, Stairmaster cardio after. And then after the fact, like these are legit. Like I get it. Like the whole thing is they're ripping off Crocs. Crocs can't hold a candle to these. Foam runners, Yeezy foam runners can't hold. They're softer, but these are better. These are the right balance of soft and stable for a foam-based clog style shoe. They're just right because it's all React X foam, so it's got a lot of rebound to it. They're bangers. I get it. I get it now. I get it now. I want the black ones with the Volt check, and I'd like to get the two-tone blue ones that are coming out on the 23rd. I'll be on Nike's website trying to grab them. People don't take kindly to those who take kindly to criticism. We don't take kindly to people who don't take kindly. I don't know how many of y'all caught the South Park reference right there. Appreciate you, Dunk. Tropical mango. Mm-hmm. Won't watch cookie cutters. I feel like I'm wasting time and not learning, not blowing smoke up your ass, but your top three from Jay. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And look, people pay me a nice little comment, and I get the goat emoji here and there, but there's no such thing in an opinionated space. We're giving opinions. There's no greatest opinion giver in these spaces, but it's a great compliment. It just shows that you can relate to me or you value my opinion, and I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, man. I figured. I get it. That I do, Ken. That I do. Here we go. I don't think it ends in interference. I think Charlotte's going to put Tiffany over because they're trying to make a star for the future here. Tiffany's walking out with the belt. She's got to show up though, because Charlotte's Miss Wrestlemania. I don't care what anybody says. That's Miss Wrestlemania. Every time she's on Mania, it's a banger. Her performances always stand out. If she could only have one match a year and it's Mania, it's going to be a match of the year contender. Charlotte's that good. So I expect her to put Tiffany over like she did for Rhea. Because she's at that stage. She's a star maker at this stage of her career. Like Shawn Michaels became, where he didn't have to win the titles, he didn't have to win the matches, but he could have the match of the night. Yeah. She's becoming female Shawn Michaels, just very hated heel. I think she's that good. You have a great night, Duncan. Been a while. I was wondering if you have any clones for La Nuit de l'Homme or Bleu de Chanel. For Bleu de Chanel, there's many of them. Sauvage Parfum, Club de Nuit Iconic, which is more ginger heavy. There's tons of them out there for Bleu de Chanel. I would recommend for La Nuit de l'Homme. I've heard Poker Face is really good, closer to like Blue Electrique. That's probably the route I would go. A lot of opinions I value have told me that. I never got Poker Face. I believe it's Lapidus fragrance. I've heard it's really good. I'm sure some people are going to weigh in here, but I would recommend that. It seems to be the consensus, like that's the way to go for that profile. But as far as Bleu de Chanel, there's countless ones. I would recommend Sauvage Parfum, actually. It's actually really good. Yep. So Wednesday, we're doing night 1 on the Sports Desk Live. Thursday, we're doing night 2 on the Sports Desk Live. We got 2 streams this week. He does. He certainly does. I appreciate you, my man. He sure does. No worries. I mean, we might as well go to 2 hours now. We're 10 minutes out. I guess 2 hours is the new norm over here. Used to be an hour, then we moved an hour and a half for a long time. Now it's basically 2 hours. Just me bullshitting, talking, you know. We end up doing 2 hours. I appreciate you guys, though. The core is here. We're down to 110. We got up in the mid to upper 100s for a little while at the peak. It was recently suggested to me. Remember a video of yours, but I don't remember your how was it high on you? Yes, high on the list, because if you like coconut sunscreen fragrances, a little bit of a floral twist, it is really good. It's one of the better ones of that style, the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc style. Replica Beach Walk. They're all pretty similar to one another. I would take Holidays. It's the best performer of the bunch. It's night 1 card. We got the night 1 card already. That's on night 1. Jay and Gunther open the show. Royal Rumble winner is opening the show. Isn't that bullshit? Yeah, it's night 1. The night 1 card came out. Yeah, it's wild. Yes, sir. I'm one of the few that don't like Imagination. It's nice, but I don't like it enough to care for it. Every clone I've tried is just like, it's pretty good. Like Spice Blue from Collage is probably the best one that I've tried as far as the dupes, but I just don't care for the real one, Imagination. I like Afternoon Swim and Pacific Chill more. Top 3 irises: Business Over Pleasure, Evening Mystique, and Seraphine Blue. My 2 and George's Blue, because that's legitimately my favorite fragrance. Seraphine Blue. And it's an iris-based blue, and then both of mine. With a smile on my face, I'll tell you both of my fragrances. You're fucking right. No qualms about it. They're bangers. Business Over Pleasure and Evening Mystique. Sauvage Parfum is great. Picked it up a few weeks ago. Marshall's for a steal at $11. It is a steal, because the $30 to $40 you pay normally is a great price. That's a real steal. I agree. Kudos. I know, man. It really shortchanges the whole Royal Rumble winner deal. That's supposed to be a main event. I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, the WWE didn't put it out. I forgot who put it out, but I think Sean Ross Sapp was the one that put it out, and you can take that to the bank. So, yeah, like middle of the cards, Tiffany and Charlotte. Yep. I don't know. It's kind of shitty if they don't have Jay win it. Like, why'd you even have him win the Rumble? Why have you been calling him main event Jey Uso for 2 years? I don't like the direction here. Lost a lot of steam until recently. No thoughts. Haven't tried them. No thoughts whatsoever, my guy. Unfortunately. I don't know. You'd have to check all the different decant sites, and there's a slew of them. Because I don't know what department stores carry Valentino 11 tints. You'd have to, again, use that old Google search bar, man. eBay. And you're not going to like the price. No, that's long discontinued. That's been discontinued for years. It ain't going to happen easily like you want it to, my man. Yeah, I know. I saw his interview with Ariel Helwani. That's a great price. Very dressy fragrance, though, surprisingly, for being in the Ralph's Club line. Very dressy. Very, very dressy. I think casual wear does not suit it. Like how I'm dressed, t-shirt and a hat and everything. I don't think that works. Because it smells like they're using real iris. I agree. I humbly agree. I have it. The opening's still a bit of a challenge for me, but the dry down's magic. Super masculine, but it's very funky in the opening for me. I used to hate it, and then I was like, screw it, I'm buying it after a couple of years, and it's still a bit of a challenge in the opening. Next to not at all. Next to not at all, my man. That is not a redundant fragrance to one another. They definitely don't really smell like each other. Has anybody got anything else? We still got about 5 minutes. I know. It's the truth, though. We got about 5 minutes left, and then we'll shut it down. I appreciate you guys coming to spend a little bit of time with me. Anybody want to see how shredded my legs were today? I literally got a compliment from the gym. Me and the wife were doing belt squat, and Allison walked up, one of a fellow competitors over there. She does wellness. She's like, "You're way ahead from where you were last year. Like, you're shredded right now." Because I was veins everywhere. Look at what my legs look like right now. It's crazy. That's my waist. That's from last night before bed. But you have a good one, man. Appreciate you. Hit a little quick ab shot. Yeah, this was from before bed. I'm about to crunch them. Yeah, I'm way ahead of where I was last time. Got shredded my legs were today. I was after hamstring curls, belt squat, and leg press. That was 3 exercises in. I still had RDLs, leg extensions, and calf raises, and then Stairmaster. But yeah, obviously my left quad's bigger than my right quad. It's my dominant quad. But yeah, just fucking veins everywhere. Just I wear the waist trainer for everything now because I've been wearing Vasoburn all the time. So my stomach's always on fire. It's not right now, but I wear the waist trainer and a compression shirt in the morning for cardio. I wear a waist trainer and a compression shirt for when I train, and then do cardio after. My shit stays on fire. Yeah, you can see a lot more separation starting to come in. And that was everything getting shared. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Remember, guys, yogurt tits. Chest veins and shit starting to come through. I had a funny one. Somebody asked me if I was natural earlier today. Like, if you ask me that, if you have to ask me if I'm natural, I apparently, like, I should be accused of gear all the time. I don't look good enough if I'm getting accused of looking natural. That's the God's honest truth. I should not be getting asked if I'm natural. It should be, you're on gear. Like, I got a roid rage comment to settle down roid rage. And I said, thanks, guy who looks down and can't see his dick. Because that picture of him, his actual picture, and it's like, wow, you should shut the fuck up. But yeah, that was hilarious. Make some videos on Fragrance Du Bois. More acro. Acro is so good. So I can watch something other than the streams. Well, you're just too fucking picky, sir. So no. So how about this? Fragrance Du Bois. Give me $600 to buy one of their bottles. Out your fucking mind. This shit's so expensive. That's why I don't own but one Fragrance Du Bois. And the one I own is because they sent it to me. That shit's too fucking expensive. They are crazy. Their fragrances are good. I've tried a few, but they are crazy. They, $500, $600 to $800 a bottle from discounters, from Fragrance Buy. Man, ain't no Fragrance Du Bois cheap. Boy, that security gig you got pays you like fucking crazy if Fragrance Du Bois is cheap anywhere for you. Or you buying fakes, which I know you're not. But you shut your mouth. Shut your dirty whore mouth, Kaylin. You ain't, don't you, Yeah, exactly, LOL. Don't you, don't you lie. Let's go to Olfactory Factory. Let's see what he's calling cheap, shall we? $200 to $400. Cheap. To this man, a $200 to $400 fragrance is cheap. You know, I make a pretty good living, and I damn sure would not call a fucking $200 to $400 fragrance cheap. No, we are not the same, sir. We are so not the same. You just got it like that. Kalen makes like $400 or $500 grand a year, y'all, to call $400 fragrances cheap. He just does. He got it like that. This motherfucker is Daddy Warbucks. Make it rain on them bitches. That is Kalen. Kalen got it like that. Now, is that for a 30 ml? 170, I'm surprised. That I would say is affordable for them. But I only buy niche, so it's relevant. Yeah, if you only buy niche, then $200 is kind of cheap for the most part. That's actually surprisingly affordable. I'm shocked to see 170. I'm actually very fucking shocked. You win. I still had fun with what I was saying. But you win. You win. That is pretty affordable, surprisingly. London Spice is what I have. It's a banger. $215, that's not too bad. I still would not call that cheap, but it's not too bad. That's what I'm screaming. Like, my cutoff is $300. I ain't calling that cheap. That's like, I won't spend more than $300. I've only spent over $300 on a fragrance a handful of times. You know? Ooh, Cactus Garden. I got a decant of that discontinued gem. I'd love to have a bottle of that. So you get it on Amazon. I'll just show it to you. I have it in two sizes. I have it in large, and then my waist got so slim I had to get it in medium, which works out because I wear the large as tight as I can in the morning, but it's still sweaty when I go to the gym a few hours later. So I switch to the smaller one, the medium, later in the day. Let's see what I want to do. Yeah, I don't need to see my order numbers and shit. Hold on. I'm going to go to the item, and then we'll return. So I get it on Amazon. Here it is. All right. So this is the one I use. So I have the medium and the large. They're $26, but let me show you the sizing. I think it's a size chart on here. Where's the size chart? I'll show you the pictures after. I want to show you the size chart so you have an idea. Where the fuck is the size chart? Maybe it's down here. Yes. So medium is 31.5 to 35-inch waist. I mean the large, and the medium's 27 to 31. I can go like midway through the adjustment with it snug on the medium. The medium's the smallest size. But this is a fan fucking the Velcro, like when it's brand new, it hurts your fucking fingers. Like it's some serious Velcro, but it's the type that has the double strap. So you wrap it and then you pull those and you can tighten again from both sides and do a custom. And it has little steel rods in it for stability. So like if you do a belt squat, it's great. You don't have to put your weightlifting belt on whenever you get heavier, because any of you that have done a belt squat where the belt's pulling at your hips, there's pinch points at your hips and stuff, depending on how wide your stance is. So it's nice to have like your weight belt on or one of these. It works out fine. But yeah, see how it stretches and you pull across. This is a damn good one. I found it. I liked it so much. I bought it in two sizes once the large was getting a little, like I had a lot more room that I needed to go tighter to really get as snug as I needed. But yeah, this is good stuff. It is really, really strong. This is money well spent on this one. I strongly suggest this one. Yep, you got decent back support. And it's got them in a bunch of different places too. Those back supports, those rods. You won't see them. You'll just see the tip of them sticking out like this. You won't see it like that. Yeah, this is good shit. Turn that shit down just so you can see how it goes on. And then I can show them actively putting it on. That's some strong, strong Velcro. It's good shit. This is the best waist trainer I've ever had. That's why I'm glad to have two of them. It's good shit. I strongly recommend it. All right, where was I? Lost my spot. Waist trainer. There we go. I know. I got to give you a hard time and fuck with you. Yeah, most people that's expensive. Yeah, that's like my cutoff. Your cheap range is my cutoff. Not 170. Like that's super affordable for them. I was very surprised to see 170. Can I be Kalen for a day? In most cases, yes. The quality, the olfactive experience, the artistry, most of the time, the originality. Yeah. Yeah, that's who you really want to be, old Scrooge McDuck. Be Jason Bircher. Scrooge McVircher. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Jeremy's lost his damn mind. $700. So we're 205. We're at the point where it's time to shut it down. We even went over a waist trainer at this point. So yeah, it's time. I appreciate you guys. We'll shut it down on the $700 Jeremy fragrance. He's smoking something. He might be. Who knows? So I appreciate you guys coming to spend a little time. Galen, it's always fun to pick on you and have you here, my man. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Thank you guys for spending some of your day with me. Unfortunately, it's the only time I'll have available to stream this week on this channel. But any of you wrestling fans, subscribe to the Sports Desk Live. That's Dedrick's other channel. We'll be previewing night 1 of WrestleMania on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. And then Thursday, we're previewing Mania Night 2, same time, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. You want to see some real passion? You think we talk about fragrance passionately? Let's talk wrestling. Oh my, that is the most passion-filled live streams that I do, is when we do the wrestling podcast. So looking forward to it. Super excited. I hope to see some of you there. I know we'll see old Stone Cologne and people like that. I think Blaine likes to come to those as well. Jungle Hunter, a few of the other familiar names. Come hang out and check it out. So again, thank all of you sincerely. Let's see if anybody else is going live, like Juan or somebody or Randy. Go ahead and redirect you guys that want to keep the live stream fun going. We got Joey's live and Randy. So Randy's topic is, these are must-haves in 2025. It's him and Fragrance Fraternity. So they're talking fragrances. And then on I Am Joey Cannoli, J&J Harmless Hour. So him and Julian talking some shit. So if you want to hear some shit talking, they literally just started. There's only 5 watching. Head over to I Am Joey Cannoli, or head over to Fragrance Dude to keep they did a decant swap apparently. So if you want to keep the fragrance content going. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and new content every morning. See you next time.